Okay, Andy, it's your first time here at Space Tech Expo. How are you finding it?
So our first time here at the Space Tech Expo is really fantastic. We made a ton of really good connections our first day, and we're really looking forward to making a ton more today.
Now, ARC, you're a very young company. Obviously, you say your first time here. Tell me exactly what you're exhibiting this year.
So as a part of our exhibit, we are showing off our 3D printed rocket engines. Most recently, we'll be debuting our CubeSat Propulsion cold gas thrusters. And also, in addition to that, we have a few catalyst beds that are utilizing our unique IP. So we'll be demonstrating that as well.
And satellite propulsion is a new path for you guys.
Correct. We started off with bipropellant rocket engines, mostly used in launch vehicles, and then we deviated towards monopropellant and cold gas thrusters for CubeSat and in-space propulsion.
Now, you've been obviously in business for 2 years. The development in your mind has gone on for many years before that, I'm sure. What's going to happen in the next 18 months in your industry and with ARC?
In the next 18 months, we'll see a lot of a shift towards smaller satellites and a lot more need for propulsion for those small sats in terms of constellation deployment, object avoidance, and also extending the life of these satellites. So in contrast to that, we also see, since there's a lot more satellites in space, a lot of them will need to come down as well. So instead of just waiting for them to, over years, to fall back down in orbit, we need some propulsion capabilities to deorbit a lot of these junk that will be accumulating in space over the next few years.
And as a fairly recent startup, what advice would you give to any startups that are attending this year's event?
To the other startups attending this year's event, I would say make as many long-lasting relationships and connections as you can. Everyone in this industry plays a huge role in it, so even in this industry that is technically as small as it is today, making lasting connections with everyone will really put you ahead of the game.
Andy, thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure.